From Fortnite teasing future Marvel skins in plain sight to crazy movie references, surprising returns, and even a look at next season's map, here's all secret details that you've missed in Fortnite Season 4. In the brand new Raft UI, there's a really cool Easter egg. At first glance, there's nothing suspicious until you spot it up towards the front. Right along the wall, there's now a really small sign that if you come up close to, you can find that it has Magneto's face on it and says prohibited. This is a reference to how Magneto is one of the most powerful characters in Marvel even last season, because his ability to bend and break metal can get him out of almost any single situation. One new update on the island though is even a reference to Doctor Doom's origin. Scattered across the Season 4 island, there's different nods to Victor Von Doom's mother, Cynthia Von Doom. She has a small statue memorial and even a mosaic of her inside of Doom's castle, as she was one of the very few people Doom actually values. It's unknown if she's still alive or gone, but definitely she seems to be one of his main motives. Scattered throughout and hidden in this room in the Doom castle, there's another insane secret that honestly blew my mind when I first saw it. Pay close attention to the throne for Doombot and you'll realize that the throne is literally carved out of Marvel's The Thing, a member of the Fantastic Four. That's not all, because nearby in a glass container with a chair with the word Sue written on it, there's a reference to Invisible Woman, Sue Storm from Fantastic Four, meaning apparently she or her body is trapped in this case. There's also a bouncy ball for the elastic Reed Richards, and even worse, a flaming heart in the fireplace as a reference to what we can assume was the flame. This, alongside a fallen logo for the Fantastic Four that can be found near the center of the island, is a hint that the Fantastic Four have already been eliminated by Doom in the Fortnite universe. In fact, so many other villains, Magneto, Moon Knight, Silver Surfer, Strange, Ultron, and even the Titan himself, Thanos, have their remains. So Doom is crazy. Just a bit to the south of the map though, in the Olympus biome, you might remember the six-toe statue that even had one of its nails painted pink as a joke by one of the game's developers. Well, now with the new Gwenpool skin taking over Fortnite, in a recent teaser for her, she painted all the 6 toenails pink. In the Season 4 key art though, there's a small secret that could reveal a huge gameplay addition next season. Many people don't know this, but behind the Absolute Doom text in the key art, Dr. Doom is actually stepping on a llama. Llamas were removed out of nowhere in Season 3, so this might be a small teaser hinting towards their return. They're not back yet, but we'll see. Something else that's returning this season are Deadpool mashup skins, because in the past we've had Ravenpool and Cuddlepool as a part of the Deadpool mashups, and it looks like we're getting not only one but 2 new ones. Fishpool was revealed by Fortnite themselves, but there's also another one that was hidden within the D23 presentation. Many Peelverines took over the panel at D23, but there was also an odd one out, a Deadpool costume. It looks like this one may be a skin this season, continuing the thread of classic Fortnite skins getting Deadpool makeovers. Speaking of classic characters, one of them made their appearance inside of the Fortnite Absolute Doom trailer and no one noticed. In this shot behind Dr. Doom, you can spot a familiar face, Chaos Agent, who we spotted last season working alongside Megalodon, and now he's working for Doom. This is hilarious once you realize Chaos Agent's been working with the bad guys in nearly every trailer, as he was seen working for the Imagined Order in the Resistance trailer. So expect him to side with every future Fortnite villain ever, because he just can't help it. Fortnite also can't help but add multiple references to the past, and this one's no exception. In the Season 4 map near an Olympus outpost, there's now this big crater. This is a reference to Thor's hammer falling down to the earth, creating a crater which we also saw in the very first Marvel season, placed by Salty Springs. There's nothing actually in it, but this could potentially mean we're getting another Thor skin, or it was simply a cool callback. And there's another skin that could be getting a remix soon, a very popular one. A lot of people are mad because they missed out on the very first Iron Man skin, which was part of the Chapter 2 Season 4 Battle Pass, and there was no other way to get it except of course from his Zero War version in the shop, but that is just not the same. Fans have spotted that in the trailer, the Iron Man repulsors Gwenpool's using have a unique design, and we know such weapons get their designs from skins themselves. It's rumored Civil War Iron Man is gonna arrive, and this, alongside a shrine for Iron Man in Doom City, could imply we're actually gonna be getting this new variant this season, given how many suits Fortnite could add for this. This brings us to another hint at an Iron Man skin, where in the trailer, Hope is seen using a weapon which many recognize to be the Stark rival from Nexus War, a big fan favorite in the community. But if you pay close attention, you realize that this actually isn't a rifle, but a shotgun. In Season 4, we're getting the Stark shotgun, and by the looks of it in the trailer, it has a wide spread and a fast fire rate. Once again, there's going to be many Stark related items, making the possibility of a new skin more and more likely. Stark is mentioned in Week 5 quest, so expect it around then. But also hidden in the trailer is a new glimpse at a weapon with a never before seen feature. The dual SMGs are the new weapon in Season 4, but look closer and you'll see that they have a special reload animation. In game, when you do it, the player doesn't switch mags, but instead just throws the SMGs to the ground and pulls out new ones, meaning I guess they have infinite. Not as crazy as the fact that we might be getting a flying vehicle again this season. In the shot at the new Raft UI where it's showcased, you can see that there's a lot of helicopters flying around it. Right now there's none there, but this could mean one of two things. Either these are a new Marvel themed helicopter vehicle that will get mid-season, or regular choppas are going to be getting unvaulted, and either one of them would be great if you ask me. Something countless Marvel fans will have surely noticed in Season 4's trailer is that that there's countless movie references. In the new map, you can see Galactus' head popping out of the water, a reference to the Eternals movie, where a celestial being is seen coming out of the ocean. This is also a callback, of course, to us defeating him in the event, but we didn't crack his head in this way. Instead, it's assumed Doctor Doom took him down himself. And of course, with the trailer, it wouldn't be an official Marvel one if it didn't have a scene referencing their most iconic film, Endgame. In the scene where Jones and Doom's forces collide, it's clear that the entire sequence is taken from Avengers Endgame's final battle where heroes and villains charge at each other. You can see Doom raise his hand to lead his forces, similar to how Thanos raises his sword to do the same. And just a bit earlier, there's a scene where Cyclops shakes hands with Jones. By now, everyone knows that this was a reference to the iconic meme of Cyclops and Rue from Street Fighter games shaking hands, but you can also spot something important in the background. Pay attention and you'll see this Blackbird ship, the infamous jet of the X-Men, which can be seen in the movies. Maybe these will be returning like the Quinjets from Chapter 2. Even something as simple as Jones shaving his beard has a hidden meaning. So far in Chapter 5, Jones has gone on his revenge arc, being known as Vengeance Jones, and him shaving his beard symbolizes his return to being a noble hero. Sound familiar? Well, it's a nod to Infinity War, where Captain America lost himself and let his beard grow out, but in Endgame, he fully returns to the hero he once was, getting rid of it. Speaking of which, the Captain America suit Jones is wearing is also a reference. It's the same one as one of the popular Captain America suits featured in the Winter Soldier movie. There is, however, another amazing reference to a Marvel movie, this time with Peelverine. The moment he emerges from the water and unleashes his adamantium claws is a scene straight out of the X-Men Origins film. He blasts out of the water with his new bananamantium claws, and I'm sorry to say, Peely, but nobody is better than the original. It's insane to think Peelverine was teased twice in the past. The first time was 4 years ago, where in the Nexus War cinematic, Peely pulls out his own banana claws to rival Wolverine. This short moment, while only a joke at the time, managed to become an actual Peely skin. The second time it was teased was in Fortnite's Wrecked subplot, because in the Weapon X bunker you could see Peely being experimented on, mixing him with Wolverine's DNA. That isn't the only reference with Peelverine though, because you might have caught this new emoticon in the battle pass. Just an ordinary Peely in a frame, right? Well, no, because if you look closely, you'll see this is a callback to the OG meme with Wolverine in bed. Just like the name, it looks like Peelverine remembers. Speaking of remembering though, the biggest rivalry in Fortnite history has made its grand return. You're definitely familiar with the epic food fight between Tomato and Beef Boss and their fights throughout Chapter 1, which have made history. After all this time, these two are still going at it because you can see them having picked opposite sides in the trailer. Beef Boss sided with the heroes while Tomato Head with the villains, and it's crazy to think how much the rivalry has evolved. Something else from Chapter 1 making a return is one of the most fan favorite weapons ever. I'm talking about the classic assault rifle, which throughout the trailer we can see many characters hold it. This one seems a bit different though, because many theorize it could have mods on it. Even so, it'll likely be the first Chapter 5 weapon with hit scan if Epic doesn't change it. Something they did change was removing a core gameplay feature from the map. With Season 3, Nitro Rings were added in almost every place on the map, but with Season 4, fans have spotted they're removed, keeping only a select few, so if you were a fan of jumping from ring to ring, it looks like that won't be possible anymore. Subscribe and use code ID.